Today on CTV News at 5, a drowning in Elora puts water safety in the spotlight. Plus, keeping our eyes peeled for a species at risk. How you can play a role in protecting turtles at a crucial time. And back to school, a conversation on helping kids navigate the big shift. CTV News at 5 starts right now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Water safety is in focus today after a rescue call turns tragic in Elora. Let's get right to CTV's Hannah Schmidt with the details. Hannah, this was last night in the Grand River.
Leanne, first responders launching a search around 6:30 p.m. for a missing man in the Grand River. They learned he had jumped off a bridge but never resurfaced. Police, paramedics, and firefighters were all involved. Around 20 firefighters searched the river. Around an hour later, they pulled a 29-year-old man from the water, and he was pronounced dead. This is the second drowning death in the area this summer. In June, a 24-year-old man died after he was pulled from the Elora quarry. Here's what first responders told us about the most recent incident.
Other individuals were in the area. I don't think they're associated to the male, but just located the lone male entered onto the bridge and jumped into the water. Unknown reason why, but that's all we know at this time.
This is a heavily used walking bridge. The signs are posted for no jumping, and that's for a number of reasons. This part of the river can become unpredictable as far as flows and how quickly the water is moving. And we also have a low-head dam behind us, which are extremely dangerous.
Police say the coroner has determined this drowning is not suspicious in nature. Leanne.
Okay, Hannah, thanks for that. CTV's Hannah Schmidt joining us live this hour. Anyone launching a federal complaint over their experience during the Air Canada flight attendant strike could be in for a long wait. CTV's Tony Grace is here in studio with this and some other stories we're watching this afternoon. Hi, Tony.
Hello, Leanne. The Canadian Transportation Agency now says its backlog of air travel complaints was already sitting at more than 85,000 2 days before the strike even began. That backlog's been growing ever since federal rules introduced in 2019 set compensation amounts for flight delays and cancellations. The Transportation Agency says it put in a new system 2 years ago to increase its capacity, but the number of complaints has also gone up. Also tonight, the Prime Minister in Poland meeting with the Polish Prime Minister and saying Canada has agreed to work more closely with Poland on defense, aviation, cybersecurity, and clean energy.
We're together working side by side in Ukraine, together side by side in NATO, and if I may say, we learned much from the Prime Minister, from his government, including the importance of pulling our full weight in NATO.
And yesterday in Ukraine, Carney didn't rule out sending Canadian troops as part of a security guarantee to secure a peace deal. And after that, the Prime Minister arrived in Berlin today. We'll have more on what those meetings are all about coming up at 5:30 and 6. Leanne?
Okay, Tony, thanks very much. Alex is here as we turn our attention to the forecast. Much cooler start to the week this week. You really noticed it, especially if you were in the shade at all. Felt much cooler than it has been over the past few weeks.
Yeah, it's funny because when you're in the shade, it feels a lot cooler than it is, and then stepping out in the sun, it actually feels quite nice, but it's because we're not feeling that extreme humidity, which is actually a nice break. It feels like we kind of joke, warm fall. We're getting there.
Warm fall. It feels like that in late August.
Yeah, not too bad. And it's, pretty nice day overall. Some scattered shower activity, though, for some of you as we get into the rest of the evening. But really tomorrow, we're going to kind of also keep an eye on potentially more wet weather coming in. We'll have more on that in just a bit. But for us here in Kitchener-Waterloo, pretty clear for the most part. We are seeing a bit of cloud cover, but some areas, again, seeing a bit of that scattered shower activity this evening. Right now, 20 degrees. That was actually our high for today, so we did hit that officially. 20 in London as well. 18 it is in Goderich, so slightly cooler if you are by the water, which is pretty common to see. And I just want to compare with that humidex. Yeah, it's 20, but it feels like 20, so we're actually not feeling much of that humidex out there. So again, nice break from the humidity. And taking a live look outside, like we said, some blue skies, but clouds are in the sky. And like we noted before, a bit of wet weather could be on the way looking ahead to tomorrow. but then that sun is expected to return. We're going to break it all down in your full forecast coming up.
Okay, sounds good. And we will take you to break by telling you what you need to know. You can join Retro Rollers tonight for some free family fun. Grab your skates and a friend for roller skating in the square. DJ PDK and others will spin all night to keep you moving and grooving. Skate rentals are available for kids and adults. Stay with us.
Feels hard to believe, but back to school time is so close now. We're almost at the end of summer. And it's a time of year that comes really with all kinds of feelings, emotions, anxieties. We're going to sort through some of that today and look at navigating all of that with the young people in our lives and maybe with ourselves as well. Sarah Popowich is a mental health clinician at CMHA Waterloo, Wellington. Sarah, good to have you with us. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
And it is an exciting time of year, isn't it? And I think we can all think back to school and our own memories and our own versions of the feelings and the emotions that came with that. Help us to understand why this is such a fundamental shift.
I think, as you said, we can all think back to our own experiences. And for kids, I mean, they're used to 10 months of the year, they have all this structure. They're used to schedules where they wake up and they go to bed at certain times. And then we're into summer. And while they're in the summer, I mean, a lot of kids, some will go to camps and things like that, but there's a lot less structure, a lot less routine. For some, a lot more freedom to just kind of hang out with their friends and do what they want to do. And so it can be a big shift to be going back to those routines and schedules, especially when we haven't been doing something for 2 full months, right? So it's a big shift. And then for some of our kids too, who are going to, grade 9, high school, things like that, that's an even bigger shift for a bunch of those folks.
So what about navigating separation anxiety? I'm thinking in particular to kids who may be off to school for the first time or maybe off to full day or everyday school for the first time. How do parents and caregivers approach navigating that?
Of course. Oh, that's a tricky one, especially for the littles, right? I think one of the best things that parents can do is validate and acknowledge the tough feelings for their kids. So validating is that, saying, I know this is really tough. I know this is a new situation and new things can be scary. Letting them know that we recognize how they feel. And then with that, trying to build up some confidence, right? Acknowledging that they've done tough things before and they're really capable of doing those tough things and helping them recognize that they're able to get through these tough days. The thing with separation anxiety or any anxiety really is the more we face what we're anxious about, the less scary it becomes. So once kids start going to school and they might make some friends or get along really well with their teacher or do some fun things at school, then they can start feeling a little bit more comfortable. And if their parents are kind of cheering them on in the background and helping them feel confident about that, then it can further support them in feeling good about being in school.
And perhaps just when we navigate that and we reach those older years in elementary school, along comes high school, perhaps new bus routes, new schools, new friend groups, new social circles. What is that shift like in terms of everything being new all over again?
Oh gosh, the newness is scary for a lot of kids, right? And sometimes it's kids who are maybe going off to a high school that not a lot of their friends are going to because of the area, right? Sometimes they get split up and things like that. So again, I think same kind of concept is parents being able to support their kids and acknowledging and normalizing that being really nervous and being excited and honestly having a lot of mixed feelings for a lot of kids is very normal and it's okay, and that they're again really capable of doing that. And then I think it's always great when parents are checking in with their kids. Some kids might need a little more nurturing, a little more support after their first day or their first week. Some kids might need a little bit more space, but just to know that their parents are there to check in and available if they need it. So just navigating those new waters and supporting them and feeling confident that newness can be exciting and scary, of course.
Absolutely. Well, I feel like we've only had time to scratch the surface, but they are very important conversations, very fundamental feelings that we're all going through, whether we are adults or it's the kids in our lives. Sarah Popowich at CMHA Waterloo, Wellington, thanks so much for making some time for us today.
Wonderful. Thank you for having me again.
Take it a break, tell you what you need to know. Check out Downtown Kitchener's Paddlepalooza Pickleball Festival. It's happening tomorrow from 9 to 9. Join in on the fun for a full day of pickleball, music, and food trucks. You can compete in one of 6 doubles tournaments for a fee or swing by for the free drop-in pickleball courts all along King Street. Looks like it'll be a good time. Okay, forgot to welcome you back because I know you had a couple days off. You had a good time?
Yes, it was so great. I was in your hometown.
Yes, you were.
Exploring some of the East Coast, which is so nice, and the weather was actually quite beautiful, which I feel like it's always hit and miss.
Yeah, I feel like going to visit the East Coast is always great to do in August. So, so glad you had a good time. Got to eat some seafood.
All the seafood.
Which is the best.
You have to. You have to go and enjoy some of the seafood, but yeah, I know it was so great.
And you had good weather, which is great.
I know.
Good weather here, too, on the weekend. I know we were expecting some pop-up showers through the overnight Saturday into Sunday as well. A little bit, but it didn't dampen anything. I think it was still a great weekend to get outside. The Busker Festival was on, Caribana was on. There was so much going on in Waterloo region.
Lots happening. And back to your note about some showers, and not to give anything away, but I received quite a few rainbow pictures from Sunday. Yeah, after a little bit of rain that some areas got, which is really nice to see, and we're going to take a little look at that at 6. But right now, as we take a live look outside, enjoying some nice blue sky, we are seeing a few clouds, that sun poking behind the cloud there ever so slightly. And yes, if you are in the shade or the sun isn't directly there, it feels a little bit cooler than we're used to, but we're also used to this hot and humid summer. But lucky for us, we get a little bit of relief from that extreme heat. So that cloud cover expected to stick with us here in Waterloo region, but if you are further west, even south, you might be noticing a little bit of scattered shower activity this hour already. That's expected to stick with you potentially as we get into the later evening hours and into your overnight as well. So around 12 a.m. or so, just want to stop it here too. So if you're a little bit further north, Mount Forest in particular, Wyerton, you could see some showers, potentially heavy at times on and off as we get into the overnight. Then it's not until 7 o'clock or so we could see another round make its way. So showers on and off potential as we look ahead to tomorrow for Waterloo region in particular. We're seeing about a 60% chance of that active weather. But when looking ahead to your Wednesday, and that system does clear past towards the east, lots of sunshine expected and fairly comfortable conditions as well. So right now 20 degrees, that was our expected high, and we did officially hit that for today. It's also 20 in London, 20 in Hamilton, 21 in Sarnia. And I do want to compare it to the Humidex because usually it's feeling a lot warmer, but right now it's 20 and it feels like 20 here in KW. So pretty nice to enjoy some more mild conditions. So we are slightly below seasonal for this time of year. Overnight lows, this is where we're really noticing that cool down, 9 degrees. That's expected overnight low for tonight. But comparing that to 1942 when we just saw an overnight low of 2, I'd rather take the 9. So still nice to keep the windows open and get some fresh air. Record high, 37 degrees. That was back in 1948. Now that sun setting officially at 8:10 p.m. So this week we're definitely going to notice it as it inches closer and closer to that 8 o'clock mark. So overnight, partly cloudy conditions. We are expected to see about a 30% chance or so of showers. That's where the potential scattered shower activity could come into play. And then fog overnight. That is expected to start after midnight. And then when we get into the overnight hours, into your early morning hours, just keep in mind if you are going to be out on the road heading to work quite early tomorrow. 19 degrees is our expected high for tomorrow, mainly cloudy with a 60% chance of showers. And then over the next few days, once we get past that chance of showers for your Tuesday, Wednesday, like we saw, sunny sky in store and pretty much close to seasonal as well, before some wet weather could roll in for your Thursday. 30% chance of showers at this point we are seeing, and potentially a little bit more wet weather expected for your Friday. A happy Monday, and Angie is back here in studio with all your entertainment news for this week's Music Monday. Great to see you.
Yeah, you too. Okay, can we start with some gossip?
Always with you.
Oh yeah, we have to do that. Freddie Mercury, of course, the most charismatic man ever to be on stage, in my opinion, and with Queen. He died in 1991 from AIDS. There is a woman coming out now, wrote a book called Love Freddie, saying that she is Freddie Mercury's secret love child. That she was born in 1977. She is the result of a tryst with a friend of a husband that Freddie had. Now, she says she had a 15-year relationship with him, that Freddie Mercury was like a friend of the family, and she didn't know until later on that he was actually her father. So, my question is, DNA tests are pretty easy to get. Freddie Mercury still has a sister that's alive. Go and get that DNA test done, and then that kind of shuts it down. It's one way or the other. And like I said to you earlier, I want to get one for my own kid so I can stop paying for his stuff. But as we move forward, the woman is unknown only as B, but she says there's letters and diaries, and she says the proof is Mercury's father, before he passed away, changed a little clause in the will that absolutely excluded any illegitimate children from coming in and trying to take any inheritance from the Mercury estate. She says, if he didn't know about me, why would he go and change that?
Okay, and this book called Love, Freddie.
Yes, it's coming out in the fall. I'm excited to read it. But again, get the test and we're done.
That's going to be a big talk about for sure. Okay, turning to local events with Labor Day. Hard to believe, right around the corner.
I can't believe it.
I know. We're nearing the end of summer.
What happened?
Blink of an eye and we are here, but lots on the go.
Okay, so the Day of Play, that's an event at Waterloo Park on Sunday of your Labor Day weekend. And the Kitchener Rangers Fan Fest and Barbecue is on this weekend too, on Saturday. And also don't forget about all the trails that you can go on and just walk about and see what the cities have to offer this weekend coming.
Yeah, like we said, hard to believe that we're at this point in the season.
I know.
But we have some great concerts that are coming up too locally as well. What's on the go there?
All right, so let's start planning for fall now, I guess. November 29th, Carol Pope will be at Dallas, and you probably might remember Carol Pope with Rough Trade. No Rough Trade this time, just Carol Pope. November 19th, Men Without Hats and the Spoons are going to be at Maxwell's. Going to be great. Ron Sexsmith on the 22nd of October. And then Friday, October 10th, Maxwell's has an evening of Ozzy Osbourne music. There's 3 bands. We've got 2 Ozzy tributes and 1 Black Sabbath. So that's going to be a great night of music.
All right, no shortage of entertainment.
No.
All right, Angie, great to see you.
You too.
For the second year in a row, a celebration of Caribbean culture transformed downtown Kitchener into an energy-filled street party over the weekend. CTV's Karis map how Caribana Ignite has quickly made its mark in the community.
It's probably been the best experience ever.
King Street in downtown Kitchener transformed into a street party on Saturday for Caribana Ignite festivities.
This means everything to me, being born and raised in this community, but of Caribbean descent, to celebrate culture, to bring people together, to invite people in to take part.
Running for the second straight year, organizers wanted to build on last year's success.
There was a lot of things that we needed to learn and just kind of bring it together in a more refined process this year. So we didn't do any large, expansive upgrades, but we definitely refined it so we have a better experience.
Kitchener's Carnival may be smaller than Toronto's, but attendees enjoyed a more intimate celebration.
Obviously, Caribana in Toronto, which is always great, but here it's just so nice that you get to see all the kids interact with everyone on the route, and everyone's so nice.
People of all ages and diversity taking in the sights, sounds, and flavors of Caribbean culture.
Oh, I'm here from Guyana. Come on now.
Waterloo region is the most diverse region in all of Ontario. And so what we do in terms of this kind of cultural expansion is to ensure that everyone feels welcome. So we invite everyone.
This to me is the epitome of what it means to belong to a community. You can see yourself represented, you can enjoy, you can learn about other cultures, and it is all about good vibes.
With everyone enjoying something different about the party.
Probably being able to dance behind all like the big speakers and stuff.
It is so lively, like the crowd, the food. I have doubles here in my hand.
Organizers say through their collaboration with the City of Kitchener, the celebration will continue for many more years to come.
This is one of those cultural events because of what we've been able to do year 1 and year 2. They're happy to work with us again, and we're going to be back.
We're here to enjoy. We're here to have a good time.
Karis Mapp, CTV News, Kitchener.
And the final 5 stories we're following today. The Kitchener Rangers training camp kicking off today. It includes off-ice performance testing and on-ice scrimmages. After a deep playoff run last year, the head coach says he's looking forward to seeing how players have grown.
We take big steps in the summer, so I'm really excited who will jump up, and it's up to the boys actually which role they want to play and show that, and of course just to get our systems going on and just get the team culture what we've been building and just keep strengthening it the whole time.
There are 2 practice matches tonight at the Odd. Both are free and open to the public. Colton Weens will have more on the upcoming season at 6. People who break the rules of the road on e-scooters and e-bikes are facing a higher risk of a fine in Toronto this week. Police have launched an enforcement campaign ahead of back-to-school time, focusing on speeding and aggressive habits, along with distracted and impaired driving. Fines can be up to $350. The Toronto Blue Jays looking to get back into the win column tonight. The Marlins took the final game of a series in Miami yesterday, preventing the Jays from grabbing the sweep. The Jays have 6 in a row at home now. Tonight, they'll open with a set with Minnesota. Then they're hosting Milwaukee starting Friday. It is turtle hatching season, and that has a local environmental group busy. The Rare Charitable Research Reserve is working to release the reptiles carefully and protect them. Ontario is home to 8 turtle species, of all which are considered at risk. And since it can take more than a decade for turtles to reproduce, they say it's critical to protect hatchlings and nests from human interference.
The main risk is when our adults are being hit on roads or their habitats are being destroyed. Suddenly there's no adults that are able to reproduce in the population.
Coming up at 6, CTV's Ashley Bacon will have more details on how Waterloo Region fits into this conservation plan. And finally for us, Oasis plays its second and final show in Toronto tonight. Last night, they kicked off their North American tour in front of an estimated 50,000 fans. It was their first show in Toronto since 2008, and a rainstorm didn't appear to dampen the mood whatsoever. Saw some photos and videos of that concert online. Looked like it certainly was a great time, and round 2 again tonight. All right, we'll leave it there. We're back at the top of the hour. Have a good night.